Good morning, viewers. Today is yet another day, as I promised, on my community post in my YouTube channel. There is a photo that I uploaded that today I will start the session on teaching this topic known as integration. So, integration is what we are going to learn today. But before we start our class, ensure you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, Asaf Kariuki Online Maths. Turn on the notification bell so that each and every time I upload a new video, you always be updated. Thank you so much. So integration, this is the last topic in Form 4, and this topic we also call it reverse differentiation. We also call it reverse differentiation. So going back to differentiation, we said that we were determining the derivative given the function. So when doing differentiation, given the function in form of y is equal to, a good example, y equals to 2x squared plus 3x. When we differentiated this function, we would get the derivative as dy over dx is equal to, so the rule of differentiation was 2 times 2 is 4x plus 3. So that was what we did when we did differentiation. And since now we are now doing integration, we are now supposed to determine y. We are supposed to determine y given dy over dx. We are supposed to determine y given dy over dx. So for us to determine y given the gradient function, this is what we call integration. This is what we call integration or reverse differentiation or reverse differentiation. So when we are given the gradient function and we are asked to find the function in form of y, we are supposed to integrate or find the integral. And that is why this topic is called reverse differentiation or integration. So quickly, we will start on learning how to find an integral or how to integrate. How do we integrate? So for us to integrate, we need to understand that given the gradient function, given the gradient function, given the gradient function as dy over dx is equal to ax to power n, given the gradient function as dy over dx is equal to ax to power n, for us to integrate, we will get our function in form of y, and this is how we integrate. We take the constant, which is a, then we say over, the denominator is our power n plus 1. Then we maintain our variable x, our independent variable x. Then the power of our independent variable, which is x, we add 1. So it is a over the power of n plus 1, the variable x, then the power, we add 1, then we add the constant. So why are we adding 1? The reason why we are adding 1 is because when we were differentiating, the power reduced with 1. Since now we are integrating or reverse differentiation, we must add back our power 1 and then add the constant. Why? Because when we differentiated, the constant disappeared or the constant was terminated. So we need to introduce back our constant. So this is the formula of integrating. This is how we integrate. This is how we integrate. And now we can use figures to show how we integrate. So let's do that here. Given the gradient function as dy over dx is equal to 4x. Given the gradient function as dy over dx is equal to 4x. Find y. Find the function of y. So for us to find the function of y in this example, we are going to say y is equal to 4x. Remember that this is the rule we are using to integrate. So we will take note that our dy over dx is equal to 4x to power 1. The power of x is 1. So we will take our constant 4. Then our denominator will be the power of x, which is 1 plus 1. Then we hold our independent variable x. Then we add the power plus 1. Then we add a constant. So by now doing it significantly, we have y is equal to 4 over 2 x to power 2 plus c, which is equivalent to y is equal to 2x squared plus c. 2x squared plus c. That is how we integrate. If you differentiate this, you will get back here. Remember, in differentiation, if you differentiate this function of y, you will get 4x and the constant will disappear. We can do another example. We can still do another example. Given y as, this is example B, given dy over dx is equal to 3x squared plus 2x. 3x squared plus 2x. Find y. Find y. So for us to find y, we are going to integrate. This one is a function. And for us to integrate this, we need to integrate both of them at the same time. So we are going to integrate this one separately and this one separately and maintain our sign as addition. So for us to integrate this one, it is going to be y. Remember, y is equal to, let's start by writing our general formula. Our general formula is dy over dx is equal to ax to power n. Once we integrate, we get y is equal to a over n plus 1 x to power n plus 1 plus c. So for us to integrate this one, we will have y is equal to, our a is 3 over our n plus 1 is 2 plus 1. Then we maintain our x. Then 2 plus 1 as our power will be equal to 3 plus this one is equal to power 1. So it will be 2 over 1 plus 1 x. Then 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 plus c. So our function will be y is equal to 3 divided by 3 is 1. So it will be x cubic plus 2 divided by 2 is 1 plus x squared plus c. And that will give us our function in form of y. So we have already differentiated, we have already integrated, 3x squared plus 2x to give us x cubic plus x squared plus c. So that is how we integrate. We can do some more examples. Can still do some more examples. What if we are given, if dy, this is example 3, if dy over dx is 1 over x cubic, 1 over x cubic, find y. What if we are given such? If dy over dx is 1 over x cubic. Find y. How are we going to solve that question? So this is how we are going to approach it. Remember, the rules of indices states that 1 over a to power n is the same as a to power negative n. Therefore, we can rewrite this and say 1 over x cubic is the same as x to power negative 3. X to power negative 3. So we can therefore say dy over dx is equal to x to power negative 3. And by having that, dy over dx is equal to x to power negative 3, we can now be able to find the integral. And our integral will be y is equal to, we will take our constant 1 over, we take our power negative 3 plus 1, then we hold our constant, we hold our dependent variable x, then the power we add 1, negative 3 plus 1, then plus c. So we have y is equal to 1 over negative 2. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. X to power negative 2 plus c. So that is going to be our integral. We can simplify it further. And once we simplify it further, we are going to have 1 divided by negative 2 is the same as negative a half x to power negative 2 plus c. Remember that from the rows of indices, what we just wrote here, we can rewrite this one as negative a half multiplied by, this one is the same as 1 over x squared plus c. By having that, we can say y is equal to negative 1 over 2x squared plus c. So that is going to be our integral. So with those few examples we have done, I hope we are now familiar with integration and introduction to integration. I want us to continue with the next subtopic under integration, which is finding the equation of curves. Finding the equation of curves. Finding the equation of curves. So how do we find? So finding the equation of curves. How do we find the equation of curves? So we can have an example, and once we do this example, we'll be in a position to determine the equation of curve. Find the equation of a curve. So example number 1, find the equation of a curve. Find the equation of a curve whose gradient function is dy over dx is 2x plus 3 and passes through 0, 1 and passes through 0, 1 and passes through 0, 1. So we are going to determine the equation of that curve whose gradient function is given as 2x plus 3 and passes through 0, 1. So for us to determine the equation, remember our equation is in form of y. So we have our solution here. We'll do our solution on this particular part. Sorry, my pen is faint. I hope this one will work well. So we have dy over dx is equal to 2x plus 3. For us to determine the equation, we must first integrate this function. And once we integrate this function, we will integrate it to get the equation of y. So y will be, how are we integrating? This is to power 1. So it will be 2 over 1 plus 1 is 2. 8, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus this one will be, this is the same as 3/8 to the power 0. So it will be 3 over 0 plus 1 is 1/8, then 8 it's to the power 0 plus 1, then plus a constant. So we will have y is equal to 2 divided by 2 is 8 squared. Then this one will be 3/8. Then this one will be plus c. That will be our function in form of y with a constant and a net. So check here. Don't contradict yourself here. The power of 8 is 0. Remember, any number to power 0 is 1. So that is why the coefficient of that is why it's 8 to power 0. So what we do is that we add the power of 0 to be 1. That's why 8 is being introduced. So having this one, we are being told to find the function when the curve passes through 0, 1. So given the coordinates 0, 1, we can continue determining the value of c. So we will substitute our values of 0 and 1 to their respective variables. So our y is 1 equals to our x is 0 squared plus 3 multiplied by 0 plus c. So that simply means that 1 is equal to 0 squared is 0 plus 0 plus c. Therefore, our constant is 1. Having our constant as 1, then our function is going to be y is equal to x cubic, x squared plus 3x plus 1. And by doing that, we have already determined the equation of our curve. So that is how we determine the equation of the curve. The first step, you find the integral in form of c, then substitute the coordinates of one of the substitute the coordinates where the curve passes to the equation and determine c. After determining the value of c, substitute it back to where it was, which is at the end point of the equation, to determine the equation of the curve. So that is how we determine the equation of curves. This being our first lesson on integration, I will continue teaching you this topic. So if you have not gone through this work in your class activities, ensure you follow up on my YouTube channel so that at least you will be a mile away or a mile ahead of whatever you are doing in school. Ensure you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, Asaf Kariuki Online Maths. Turn on the notification bell so that each and every time I upload a new video, you will always be updated. Ensure you like my video so that each and every time I upload a new video, you always be updated on what I'm doing. Another thing, let me share out my contact 0742090825. So that is my contact, my WhatsApp contact. Also, you can dial that number and you can reach me out in case you need any assistance. Ensure you can post your problem on my WhatsApp wall. I'm going to be available to help you out. Don't forget that mathematics is easy. It's all about mindset and mentality. When you change your attitude, you will become the best. And I'm here to make you the best and exploit the best from you. Let's meet in our next lesson. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Thank you.